Few people have revolutionized the buddy cop action comedy film as much as Shane Black has. After getting his start as the screenwriter behind Lethal Weapon, its first sequel, and The Last Boy Scout, Black successfully transitioned into the director's chair in 2005 with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. His sophomore outing as director, Iron Man 3, is a lesser appreciated MCU entry, but it's still a damn good Shane Black movie. While his third film, The Nice Guys, is arguably his best work thanks to Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe's undeniable comedic chemistry. Then there's his last film, The Predator, a film so awful that not only did it nearly kill the iconic sci-fi franchise, but it also nearly ended Black's career. Now, after 7 years, Black has returned with Play Dirty, a passion project of his, and the latest adaptation of Donald E. Westlake's Parker series. While Black has mostly written about cops, private investigators, superheroes, and government assassins, the character of Parker operates on the other side of the law. He's a skilled and experienced professional thief who follows a strict code of rules and isn't afraid to fire his gun at those who get in his way. We've seen the character on screen before, portrayed by movie stars such as Robert Duvall, Mel Gibson, and Jason Statham. Robert Downey Jr., a frequent collaborator of Black, was originally set to star in the lead role before stepping back, with the part moving on to Mark Wahlberg. Despite Black focusing on the opposite side of the law, Play Dirty ultimately serves as a return to form for the filmmaker.
Mark Wahlberg and LaKeith Stanfield pull off a heist in Play Dirty.
Play Dirty kicks off when Parker and his crew's latest heist is nearly sabotaged by a father attempting to rob the robbers, only for the confrontation to have a deadly finish at a horse racing track. When counting up their earnings, one of the crew members, femme fatale Zen, kills everyone and wounds Parker, running away with the money. Just as Parker thinks that all hope is lost, Zen re-emerges and presents him with an opportunity to get even by helping her steal a collection of priceless jewels and artifacts on loan to the UN. The job also just so happens to fit Parker's moral code, only stealing from those who deserve it, as the heist involves having to screw over a cruel South American dictator known as El Presidente, a billionaire, and his rival Lozini, the leader of the criminal organization known as the Outfit. Needing an expert crew to pull off the heist, Parker calls in his old friend, Grofield, a slick swindler who runs a failing theater company in the middle of Indiana, the vibrant married art thieves Ed and Brenda, and the reckless getaway driver Stan. Together, the team races through the streets of New York at Christmas time to pull off this high-stakes heist.
Play Dirty is a return to form for Shane Black. The Predator aside, Black is typically able to craft a satisfying action comedy. Sometimes they feel like instant classics, while others are simply enjoyable cable movies. Play Dirty falls into the latter category. And that's not a bad thing. It's better than your average straight-to-streaming action comedy, and that's largely thanks to Black, whose personality really shines through a film that could have been another Fountain of Youth or Lift. Black has always excelled at finding ways to inject humor into his films without it ever feeling too forced. His sense of humor is still fully intact, with a distinct edge that never opts to play it safe. It calls back to Black's movies from the aughts and early 2010s, especially The Nice Guys, and that's part of its charm. The witty back-and-forth banter between Wahlberg and Stanfield keeps the film going, while Key and Lovering also delivers some of the movie's best and biggest laughs, especially one gag involving them in disguise while infiltrating the security offices of the New York subway system. Wahlberg does a respectable job as Parker, maintaining the character's edge, but also making him feel much more like an everyman compared to previous on-screen iterations of the character. While Downey likely would have excelled at channeling the master thief's edge, Wahlberg brings a less showy nature to the role, which leaves more room for his co-stars to shine. Stanfield is a major scene stealer as Grofield, and his sarcastic delivery is the perfect match for Black's writing. Shalhoub is an amusing addition as Lozen. While his character never really feels like much of a threat, Shalhoub provides a certain charm that makes him more memorable than the writing suggests.
Prime Video clearly wants Play Dirty to kick off a new franchise. At times, Play Dirty struggles with trying to figure out exactly the kind of movie it wants to be. After the opening set piece, the movie has a Bond-inspired opening credit sequence that includes callbacks to the action scene we just saw 5 minutes prior and shows glimpses of characters that we don't even know yet. The intention is clear. Amazon wants Play Dirty to be the start of a new franchise, but it also just feels hokey instead of having any kind of coolness that the rest of the movie manages to pull off. The plot also gets lost within itself. While it's never convoluted or confusing, it does tend to introduce new characters while never fully knowing what to do with them. Zen is an interesting character, and while Salazar does do well with the material she's given, the film sometimes forgets that this is the same character we saw kill Parker's close friends in cold blood at the beginning of the film. Hell, we even see Parker talking with the widowed wife of one of them. There's also Lozini's right-hand man Kincaid, a character that's intentionally grating, but also doesn't add anything to the film outside of cracking a few jokes about giving out crypto gift cards to his coworkers and screaming flamboyantly. If you watch Play Dirty expecting something on the level of The Nice Guys or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, you will be disappointed. However, the latest action comedy from Black proves that he's still capable of delivering an equal parts funny and action-heavy comedy with all the trademarks that make us love him as a filmmaker. It's a straight-to-streaming movie starring Mark Wahlberg, and considering some of the movie star's other recent films, such as The Family Plan and The Union, Play Dirty is far better than you'd expect it to be. Play Dirty begins streaming on Prime Video on Wednesday, October 1.